You guys hear Street Fighter 6 sucks?
Thank you.
There's a new bug in that game that makes it trash and unplayable. To put it simply, you can auto throw break at all times. It's not even about waking up or not waking up. It's just about walking around and breaking throws at all times. Whether you're waking up, whether you're going to bed, whether you're eating breakfast, you're always going to be able to break throws. I haven't tried it, but I watched it. I saw it. And I know, I've seen multiple instances of it now at this point. I have to try it myself. You guys got to teach me. I think I know how to do it, but you guys can coach me through it. All right. Okay, so first step, I think, is you change your buttons. Edit controls. Okay. I want to make my LB into the cheater button. Whatever it's called. Aha! SIA, simultaneous, whatever. So that, I did it. That's it. It's done, right? Save. Yes. Okay, I think I did it. So now, this button plus this button. Am I breaking throws right now? If I hold these buttons? I think I'm breaking throws right now. Am I? No. That's it? That's it? Simple as that? No way. That's it. I'm permanently breaking throws at all times. Hold on. Let me check. Reversal settings. Wake up reversal. Normal throw. Okay. And it's on. So, wake up reversal. Throw. Right? Okay. So, to do this, I have to do... It seems pretty simple. Right? It didn't work. So what am I doing wrong? Hold the I, then press SIA multiple times. Each has to be at least 5 frames. Oh, fuck. So okay, here's how it works. So far, from what I know, there is a button in this game called simultaneous input assistance, SIA. And what it does is, when you hold that button down and then you push a punch or a kick, doesn't matter which, it counts as pressing all these buttons. I'm not even sure what button it counts as, but it counts as pressing multiple different inputs at the same time. So what you do is, you hold down that button during an animation to hide it, so nothing happens, right? So for an instance, during a sweep or something, right? At that point, you're holding down drive impact, and you're tapping this assist button, like this. But you can't tap it too quickly, or else you whiff a throw, like this. You see that? If you don't hold the button down for at least 5 frames at a time, so a consistent tap. If you do it like that, tap, tap, taparoo, you are walking around and breaking throws at the same time. Why is that cheap? If you don't know, you don't deserve an answer. You deserve to be ignored. But there is a fundamental rock, paper, scissors game here. And without being able to throw, it means moves like everything else is worthless. Everything becomes worthless if you can't throw. Which is crazy. So what does that mean in application? Well, I think in theory, I haven't tried it too much. It works! That is so cheap. So, okay, you know all those little cocksucking jury players that mash on DP every time you knock them down, or mash on DP every time you fucking do anything? Well, they can't do that anymore, because you will always block the DP, and if they decide to throw, then you will break that throw automatically with this defense. That also means that no matter what happens, when you're walking around in the neutral, you're breaking throws. So it's so much worse than something like, for example, crouch tech option select in Street Fighter 4. In Street Fighter 4, there was a way to option select by doing a crouch and a throw break. And what happened was, if you're doing a crouching throw break, you'll do a kick. But if they throw you, you'll break a throw. So you're covering multiple options. But that was not something where you were automatically breaking throws as you walk around, waking up. Just no matter what you're doing, you're always gonna beat everything. That is insane. If this concept were, say, isolated to only wake-ups or just not all the time, it would be reasonable. But it's the fact that it's usable at all moments while you're in the neutral makes this the stupidest fucking game ever. Ever. It's so stupid. It's crazy. Now, it's so stupid, in fact, that there's no way it will last more than a couple of days. There's no way. This is so stupid. It's such a disastrous bug. There's no chance that it will last long. This is a catastrophic bug. As far as I'm concerned, this is pointless to play against anyone until it's fixed. To me. See? Capcom tweeted already, they'll fix it. Try it on Wake Up DP. I mean, I will if you want, but once you've already established that it breaks throws, you don't really need to. Oh fuck, did I blow it back? Triangle. So the idea here is you're knocking him down and he's gonna do either a throw or a Wake Up DP, right? Now this is definitely not something that I've practiced, right? But I'm just gonna try it. Wait a minute, push the right buttons though. What are the right buttons? Assist button needs to be tapped, and so you do the sweep, you buffer the DI because you don't want to actually see a DI on screen. So during the sweep, you hold the DI and you tap the assist button. So I just broke that throw.
Thank you.
I didn't break that throw. Try again. The tap, I blocked the DP. So you guys taught me about the tapping. Doesn't that mean I should tap way faster than that? Every 5 frames. Yeah, that's more like it. You just have to hold it for 5 frames. And if you do it too fast, you whiff a throw. Did you see that? That's the failure of it. You see this? You see that? See, I did it too fast there. So this is a technique, but it's a ridiculous one. Block the dragon punch. And if this were only a wake-up scenario, let's say this were only a wake-up scenario, then that would be isolated, and it would still render the game semi-playable. But because you can literally walk in the neutral and break throws at the same time, automatically, that is so fucking stupid. Game over. Until they fix it. Game over until they fix it. Apparently, Capcom already said they will. It's not even like a question. You don't fix it, this game's in the garbage. This game, there is no reason to play it because it's like playing rock, paper, scissors with no rock. And half of a scissors. You know, it's really fucking stupid. Like, that's not even a game. That's not even game. That's not even a game. You guys are turning me ESL. Yeah, it's insanely stupid. That's insane. And you know why this happened? This happened because of accessibility. It happened because of accessibility. That button is an accessibility button. That button actually, can we take a moment and just discuss the button, not the bug? It's called Simultaneous Input Assistance. X3, right? It says X3. When you hold this button, you push a punch, it counts as all punches. In this game, is there ever an instance where you need to push 3 punches at the same time? I don't know. Supers are 1 button. EX is 2 buttons. Is Lariat 3 buttons? Geef only? Okay, so there are instances in this game that require 3 buttons. So to me, why the reason this was put in is because historically games have given you the ability to map 1 button to 3 punches and another button to 3 kicks, and that's it. Problem solved for pad players, right? This is a pad player issue. But this game has other buttons you need. You absolutely, if you're on pad, need 1 button to be drive impact and another button to be whatever the fuck, right? You need those buttons. So they didn't want you to have to occupy 3, too many buttons. This basically serves as 3 punches and 3 kicks in their minds, but they fucked up and they didn't realize that this also causes other problems. So that's what they're gonna fix. But the purpose of this button, simultaneous input assistance, is to make it so you don't need to sacrifice 2 whole buttons on your pad to be able to push 3 punches or 3 kicks. This way, all you do is hold this button, push 1 punch or 1 kick, you get all 3 of the corresponding button. This is like really been happening for a really long time. This has been happening for a long time. It's just that, I don't know. Like, this happened in Soul Calibur before. It's not exactly the same, but basically it's like finding out how to cheat. Like, taking the rules of the game and finding out what's possible, right? And unintended by the devs. This kind of shit happens a lot. It's just that this one is really fucking shitty. Tekken 8 has some shit like this too. I didn't explore it too much, but so Tekken 8 has a feature in the game where you hold down a button and it gives you some new access to fucking accessibility. And I don't know the depth of this thing in Tekken 8, but immediately in 5 seconds I found something with it that is impossible otherwise. And that alone tells me that there's something there to be discovered. And the thing that I found was with regular King, he has a move that's forward to 1. And that move can't be done from crouch. It's impossible. You have to stand first, which means you have to crouch cancel or something. You can't just do it from crouch. But if you put on the accessibility thing, you hold that button. If you do crouching triangle, which is 2, you do that move from crouch, which is otherwise impossible. So this is an accessibility feature that is giving you something that a non-accessibility feature mode can't have. And this is only one example that I found in 5 seconds. So I don't know. I have no idea, like, what that could mean. But this is similar. This is a problem that has come out of accessibility in fighting games. This problem happened because of that simultaneous input button. And I don't know if that could happen again. Chances are high. When you introduce concepts like this and you only have a limited beta test, it's super hard to do. It's not like you can do 6 months of arcade testing before you release it, right? There's no way they'll know. The world has to get a hold of it. It's the best beta tester there is. So, what do you guys want to play? Because this game sucks till they fucking fix it. This guy says, at avoiding the puddle, most likely won't see this OS all that much online. I have to be honest with you, sir. You sound like a dumb fucking moron. Like, I think so much less of you for saying that. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know you. Just based on what you've shown me, I think you are a total fucking idiot. Total. Maximum level. You don't have to ban the guy. I'm trying to level with him. Anyway, yeah, that's not... Let's stop making fun of this guy because I'm an asshole and treat him with a little respect for a change, right? Orange Name. That attitude fucking sucks. That's like being a Capcom nut gobbler. I mean, they should be reprimanded for God knows How many matches online have involved this bug? You think just because we know about it now, no one knew about it? Someone could have been using this the whole fucking time. This is totally ruins all competitive integrity. Just in concept. It's not even about whether or not you encounter it. The fact that it exists alone is enough to not play it. It's crazy. I hadn't even considered the fact that expert tournament players could have been using this already. In fact, this could have been in the crack. This could have been in the beta. People like Punk or whoever had been playing the beta could have been using this for months.
Thank you.
Months. Do you understand how fucked up this concept is? It's so broken. It's not even broken like when, you know, little bitches on the internet go, oh, Honda is broken. Those are just morons. When I say broken, I mean you purchased a product and it does not work and needs to be factory refunded. This is broken. Rock, paper, scissors with no rock and half of a scissors. You can't play this game if you can constantly break throws forever at all times. It's like it's not a game anymore. It loses the fundamental, like, it's a triangle strategy. You know? I hate that I have to explain this shit, but some people... You remember the orange guy a few minutes ago? You know? Just saying. Some people... It's triangle strategy, man. See, the thing is, this guy says some shit right here, 200-word diary entry. But what he's saying is, Eris, I think people knew about this for a while because I fought a jury that broke all throws. It's so frustrating. So this guy is likely wrong. He likely just is hella predictable and someone good fucked him up. But the fact that he can even have this question in his mind alone makes the game unplayable. You see, this is an example that you didn't need to shoot that guy, dude. But he did talk a lot, to be fair. That concept alone, that it exists, and this guy can question it, or use it as an excuse, for example, to being predictable, right? That alone makes the game unplayable. You see what I mean? The concept existing, and this guy questioning whether or not this person is breaking throws because he's predictable and the other guy's good, or he's cheating, makes the game unplayable. It's similar to, like, multiple other concepts. I don't need to break this shit down, but guy who thinks that you got owned by this bug, it's pretty unlikely, though I'm still on your side, because it sucks that you have to question it. It's similar to me, like, there are a lot of things that could emulate that feeling that would be unacceptable. This is a confusing one, so I think some people won't realize why it's so cheap. Anyway, I got distracted. What were we discussing? We already checked out this bug. It's fucking crazy. Capcom already said they're gonna fix it. What else is important? Man, I can't believe that bug. It's so disappointing. It is. It's so disappointing. There's no way to know who has and hasn't been using it. It's just so game-breaking and disappointing. It reminds me of historically things like this have happened. Something happens and the game gets destroyed via development. Let's go to, there's a way to change your character. The good news, by the way, is that they're fixing it. They already said they're fixing it. So it's just like, they'll probably fix it tomorrow. In fact, they could have fixed it already. What they could do is temporary fix it by removing that fucking button and then figuring out how to re-enable it when they figure out how to fucking do it, right? They could easily fucking, fix it right now. Just by disabling that button, if they were to choose to. I would, if I were them. It makes the game competitively worthless. In any capacity. Online, offline. There's no scenario where that shit is worth playing on a competitive level. On any level. Because it's a fighting game. There is no non-competitive level. Even if you're trying to... Unless you're playing a computer. If you're playing a computer, unfortunately the dumbass computer doesn't know about this strat. No matter what difficulty it's on. But a human will. And potentially has. Next. I think that it's probably in the... I don't know. I think it's probably in the beta, which means it's probably existed to whoever's been playing the hacked version of it, which means it's very possible, in fact, probable, that someone knew about it and has used it. Mierda. It's extremely probable that that's the case, especially when you consider the amount of money on the line for this game. I think that to assume no one has known it and kept it secret is foolish. It's so hard to find. Well, so is a lot of things that have been found. You'd be surprised at how creative and incredible the human brain can be. The reason you'd be surprised is because of the one you have. But there are some brains out there that could do some amazing things. Things that you can't imagine, you specifically, but other people can imagine. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Once you realize that and realize that it's not just you and the way you think, that other people have a completely different perspective, and that perspective could be way more enlightened than yours and way more like, you know, just advanced in certain categories. It's not like you're any worse than them. You're just good at certain things, and other people are good at other things. It's just the way humans work. You'll realize that it'll make you more open-minded to what's possible. You're better off assuming something is possible until it's not than you are saying, this is impossible, show me otherwise. That's not how you want to live your life, ever. I'm thinking about the fucking birthday girl. No pants. You never want to have that attitude, ever. You always want to assume it's possible and then prove that it's not possible. That's the order of, like, progressive human thinking, if you ask me. If you ask me, and you didn't ask me, I just wanted to insult you. So, to be fair, I mean, you could just insult me if you want, but on your stream.